Our families threw us an engagement party. Instead of announcing our wedding, my best friend introduced his boyfriend, and I introduced my girlfriend. Chaos ensued. My parents had been planning my wedding since I was 12, not to some stranger, to Jake, my best friend since kindergarten. Our families had this bizarre arrangement they thought was romantic, but felt more like being sold into emotional slavery. You two are perfect for each other, my mom would say whenever Jake came over. Same values, same background, and you already love each other. The problem was, we loved each other like siblings. The thought of kissing Jake made my skin crawl, and I'm pretty sure he felt the same way. By senior year, the pressure intensified. Both sets of parents started dropping hints about after-graduation plans and showing us pictures of wedding venues. Jake and I would exchange horrified glances while our parents discussed flower arrangements like we weren't even there. We need to tell them, I whispered to Jake during our graduation party. He nodded, but we both knew the nuclear fallout that would follow. That night, I found my courage. Mom, Dad, I need to talk to you about Jake. My father's eyes lit up. Are you finally ready to discuss the engagement timeline? No, I said firmly. I'm ready to discuss why this will never happen. I don't love Jake that way. Neither of us do. My mother's face crumpled. Sweetie, you're just nervous. Every bride gets cold feet. She pulled out her phone, showing me her Pinterest board titled Emma and Jake's Dream Wedding, with 847 pins. This isn't cold feet, I insisted. This is me telling you I'm not marrying my best friend because you've decided we should. My father stood up, his voice deadly calm. Emma, this family has invested considerable resources into this arrangement. You're not backing out now. What resources? What arrangement? My parents exchanged a look I'd never seen before. The Hendersons paid for your college education, my father said quietly. We paid for Jake's. It was our way of ensuring you'd both be established when you married. The room spun. My entire college experience had been payment for my future marriage. You sold me, I whispered. We invested in your future, my mother corrected, tears streaming. Together. The next morning, I called Jake. He was already crying when he answered. They told you too? Turns out his parents had given him the same speech. We were both bought and paid for, expected to honor a contract we never signed. That afternoon, we hatched our plan. 3 weeks later, our families gathered for what they thought was our engagement announcement. Both sets of parents had invited extended family and friends. My mom had even ordered a custom cake with future Mr. and Mrs. Henderson written in gold frosting. Jake and I stood together in front of 40 expectant faces. My father raised his champagne glass, ready to make a toast. Thank you all for coming, I began, my voice steady despite my racing heart. Jake and I wanted to share some important news. The crowd leaned forward eagerly. Phones came out to record the moment. We've decided, Jake continued, that we make better business partners than romantic ones. Confused murmurs rippled through the room. I smiled brightly. So we're starting a business together instead of getting married. Jake's going to law school and I'm getting my MBA. We're launching a consulting firm. And, Jake added with a grin, we're both dating other people. I'd like you all to meet my boyfriend Marcus. A tall, handsome guy stepped forward from the back of the room. And this is my girlfriend Sarah, I said, pulling a beautiful redhead forward. We met in my women's studies class. The silence was deafening. My mother's champagne glass slipped from her fingers, shattering on the hardwood floor. The money you invested in our educations, Jake continued professionally, will be repaid with interest once our firm is profitable. Consider it a business loan rather than a dowry. My father found his voice first. This is a joke, a phase. You can't be serious. Dead serious, I replied. And if anyone has a problem with our life choices, there's the door. Half the room left, but the other half, including both grandmothers, Jake's sister, and my favorite aunt, stayed and raised their glasses to toast our actual happiness instead of their fantasy.